Hi, my name's John, welcome to another Banggood tool review. This time I'm going to be reviewing a set of lathe turning tools. Before we get started, I want to make one or two things perfectly clear. As usual, I don't work for Banggood. I don't get paid for doing this video. What I do get is to keep the product, so you're going to get a fair and honest review. If it's shite, I just say so. I've got nothing to hide. This is real world what you actually get. Quite a few people have asked me, or they asked me, what's the best set of tools to buy for like a model making lathe, like a MyFad ML7 or a Super 7 or a Boxfad. And so what I've done, I've sent away for a set of 12mm turning tools. There's a pack of 5 come with some tips, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Have a little review here. I have already opened the box. I have in fact used one of the tools. I used a boring bar on a job I had to do. Right, so we've got 4 tools. That's the left hand knife tool. You use that, probably 90% of all your turning work is done with that. That one is like a 45-degree tool for chamfering or for heavy turning. And that one is a right hand knife tool because it cuts to the right. And that one, as I've already said, is a boring bar, which I have used. Each tool comes with its own little Torx bit, and the tips are all the same for each tool. So we'll put some tips in, and I think we'll have a little go turning with them, see what they're actually like. See, I have used that one and I was quite impressed with it. We'll do the left hand turning tool first because it's the most popular tool, you use it all the time. You use 2 corners on the tool, that's all you can use on them, on the tip. Fiddly little things here. Come on, Johnny. Right. Need to be tight, but not ridiculously tight, just to nip them up. These are 12mm shanks, 12mm square. I normally use 16. I'm going to start with a right hand knife tool because that's the one you use most of the time. Keep it really in close to the end of the tool holder. You don't want it sticking out. Stick out's always an issue on lathes. Things must be close and as tight as possible. We'll make sure that the tool is on centre height. That's one of the most important things. Lathe tools must be on centre height. There's a few ways of doing it. One of the easiest ways is to just put something in the tailstock, like a centre, and just make sure that it is in line. Once you do a facing cut, then you can verify it is on centre height. Well, you can see there the tool is too high, it's above centre height. So we'll bring it down until the 2 points meet. Slightly low. Right, that's very near. It's near enough to do a facing cut to get things lined up. So this tool can be used for facing across there as well as ordinary turning along there. That's a piece of 316 stainless. I'm just going to take a facing cut to make sure that the tool is actually on centre height. And it is pretty good because it's not leaving a pip in the centre, it's also putting quite a nice finish on. We'll change the angle of the tool slightly and we'll do a turning cut. Certainly turned that off, but it's not breaking the chips. I like to see the chips break on stainless, and it's sometimes just hard to get the chips to break. We'll try a heavier cut. That's a little bit better, but still, that's just what happens with stainless. Right, so it is machining that quite nicely. Obviously these tools are for a smaller lathe than mine. It's pointless demonstrating how much it'll cut. I don't want to damage the tools, but it's doing alright on that bit of stainless. That's taking a decent cut. It is starting to break the chips. I'll put a power feed on it. Now you put a 1mm cut on, power feed. It just does exactly what it's supposed to do. We'll slow the feed rate right down. We should put a decent finish on. Right, so there's nothing the matter with that really, is there? And that's really starting to work there. Right, I must admit I'm suitably impressed. That looks like a 30-degree angle. My chamfer tool's 45. Which I do for putting little chamfers on like that. You can also turn with it, obviously. Take quite heavy cuts. Right, we'll try some different material, but I'm really happy with that. That's a piece of AN24, which is a real good grade of steel, the sort of stuff you make nuts and bolts out of. I'm going to go back to the right hand knife tool. Like I say, that's the tool that you will use nearly all the time. It's nice that they're all on the same centre height, which means one tool holder will do for all the tools. Do a facing cut first. Take that nasty bit off there. Nothing the matter with that. Change the angle. I'll speed the feed rate up so you can get to break the chips better. A little bit faster and it should break the chips even better. Let's put a nice finish on, I like it. Chips are breaking nicely. You can machine into a corner with that tool as well. That's reasonable, but it's better than reasonable. Right, we'll try a bit of aluminium or aluminum, depending on where you come from. These are just scraps out of my scrap box. I've got no idea what grade of aluminium it is. You do a facing cut first. It has been machined, so it's obviously not running through. Better. Machines aluminium, no problem at all. Aluminium can often be problematic in that it sticks to the tool. I use WD-40 as a cutting lubricant normally. Try a dry cut first. That really is putting a finish on that. The chips aren't breaking, but I wouldn't expect them to. Putting a really nice finish on that. Really nice. Try a piece of brass using exactly the same tool. No doubt it'll machine the brass nicely as well. Face and cut first. No problem with that. This is the boring tool. I use it on a job, boring some aluminium housing out, so I'll just use that bit of video and put it in with this bit. So that one has had quite a bit of use. It's just aluminium, the tip is unmarked. I've just received a set of tools from Banggood to do a review on. I'm going to jump the review and have a little go at this boring tool, see what it does. It looks quite decent. I mean, most of Banggood's tooling is decent, so we'll give that a try, see if it's a better finish with that one. It's straight away it's better, and that's on a rough feed, so you can get special tips for aluminium, so it breaks the tips a lot better. That one's doing alright. This tooling's smaller than what I normally use. I've had quite a few people asking about tip tools for methods and that sort of thing, so the centres is set to have a look at. That's actually breaking the tip quite nicely. I'm happy with that. Very happy. Nothing the matter with that. I'm sure you'll agree the little tools did exactly what they're supposed to do. It brings carbide tooling into the realms of the DIY lad who's pissing about in the garage and doesn't want to spend money on expensive tooling. It simply does the job. There is a link in the description box to these particular tools. If you do buy a set of these tools, or in fact anything from Banggood using my link, I do get a small bit of commission, which helps me to buy more tools, more toys, and make better videos. Anyway, thanks for watching.